What's up, comic fans, and welcome to New Comic Book Day. Why? with just a tiny bit of comic news. All right, we're about a week away from New York Comic Con coming up, and this guy. Oh, sorry, it's over there. And that's pretty awesome. I will be attending, so if anybody's planning on being there, definitely hit me up and we will possibly meet up. So that's all good. I guess I'll show you one other thing before we get popping on the new videos. That way we can just get into the comics. But let's see. Then obviously I screwed this up. There was a much easier way to do this. But boom. So if you go to the Key Collector app, they do list a lot of the comics coming out for New York Comic Con 2025. Another website that I know usually does it is Cover Price. And then obviously you can go to the New York NYCC website, the New York Comic Con website, and they list all their exclusives also coming out there. We won't go through all the books, as there's 4 pages of books here, and I'm gonna guess there's about 25. Looks like maybe more than that per page. So yeah, we're not gonna do it now. Maybe a little later we'll get into it. But let's take a look at a couple of the books they have listed up top. Here Walks Monsters, limited to 100 copies. Now, what I don't always love about the Key Collector app is with New York Comic Con exclusives and other exclusives, they don't always list who the publisher is. So, here it says Here Walks Monsters, and then it's independent. All right. I know it's probably an indie, but who's actually publishing that? So then you got to, do some more work. Here again, it says independent, Matt Wilson. That's a Matt Wilson cover. It looks very reminiscent of the Negan cover from The Walking Dead. So that's pretty cool. Matt Wilson is usually with the Comic Mint, I want to say. But for this Comic-Con, and I'm still doing my research, it looks like he has his own booth in Artist Alley this year. So we'll see what's up with that. Cool cover, though. Very cool cover. Marion Heretic here. This is gilded. So there's actually gold in this. Not all of them. It's limited to 200 copies, 25 of which are gilded with like gold flakes. So I'm guessing where you see this cross and stuff, that's there. This is out of Boom Studios. So that should be pretty cool. Yeah. And at the moment, it seems that my browser has frozen. So that's fun. But we're going to get, let's see if it's unfrozen. Did it unfreeze for me yet? It has not. So this is probably a good time to move on. You see we have the Twilight Zone down there as well. So there's a lot of cool things coming out of New York Comic Con. And it looks like, as you can see, I popped back up here. So it looks like the website went down. Let's just one more time, see if we can bring it up for later. It should be back, popping back now. Boom, there it is. All right, Twilight Zone, Department of Truth Zero. That actually came out this week. We'll get into that as we talk about it. Lots of exclusives. Fame, Sigourney Weaver #1. Fame, lots of Fame books. Exquisite Corpses with the, forget the exact title of this, but, the French cover, we'll call it. A lot of, there was a Lilith cover that came out last year, sold for about $10 at the con, and was selling routinely for $80-ish after the con because of this cover. Just this style is very popular, just the way like the Akira covers with the motorcycles are very popular. So Hey Stafford, yo, where's the beard? It's here. It just ran away for a little bit. But it will be back. Probably after New York Comic Con, it will be back. But appreciate you being here, bud. All right, so Boyer out of Ignition Press. That's a new publisher that came out roughly 3 weeks ago, I believe. So that's a new book for them. A lot of the exclusives this year are really being limited. So I feel like the exclusive market has shrunk itself a little bit. They used to, 1,000 copies, 1,500 copies. I think now people aren't really into the variants as much as they used to. So now how do they combat that? They offer even less of the variant copies, kind of creating a sense of limitedness in these books, right? Kind of getting the FOMO back up. Like, oh, there's not going to be that many printed. There's not that many out there. If you're on the fence about it, then you're probably more likely to pick one up than if you wouldn't, if there were like 2,500 copies. See, like this one here, Murder Podcast number 0, limited to 2,650 copies. Number 0, sell it for $10 out of Ignition Press, who will be at the con. All right. So quickly go down this first page. Chat delayed like 3 minutes. Sheesh. That is a way delayed chat. That's crazy. Card party road trip to Seattle. Nice. And that's a good segue, because up in the northwestern area, we have my co-host who's coming on right now. We have Psychotronic Squirt Gun.
Hey, what's up, Will? What up, chat? What's going on, you guys?
Now it's not. All right.
Seattle. I'm about an hour and a half, maybe more, almost 2 hours south of Seattle.
Wow. That's it's just far enough away that you don't want to go every day, but if something cool is happening, like
I used to live in Seattle. Yeah.
take a trip down there. That's cool.
So what's going on, Will? How'd you do today?
I did pretty good. We'll start showing it off. What was the vibe of Seattle when you lived out there? How is it?
Nice? Dude, that was like 20 years ago, and then it was awesome. I lived in Fremont. They had a little bridge that connected a little more of the southern part of Seattle, Fremont Bridge, and I worked a block away, so I just roll out of bed sometimes, just go to work. It was good times for me.
That's awesome that when you could work like right up the street.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, cool. But yeah, I've visited since and stuff, but it's not the same vibe. But it's all right.
I've heard there's been a little bit of a downturn, but I'm sure it's still cool.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into what I picked up this week. I did pick up my weekly comic shop news.
Right on. We got Cole. We got Brian Cole Stafford saying hi. So freaking cool, dude.
What's up? Yeah, Cole's back in the game.
Dude.
And Stafford has never been up there, so he's taking his first road trip up there, so that should be cool.
Very cool, dude.
Hey, Stafford, are you collecting those new Pokemon cards? I know Stafford likes to collect Pokemon, so I know there's a new set out. I haven't bought any in a while. Pokemon. Actually, I think most of the Pokemon cards I have are actually gifted to me, so that's pretty cool. Youngblood #1, bringing us back to the 90s. So that's
it's making another comeback or attempted comeback, right?
Yeah. Apparently, Liefeld's been doing his own like Kickstarter stuff, so good for him.
So yeah, this ain't Image, right?
Right. This one, doesn't really say if it's Image or not, but you know what? They have been doing like reprints of some of the earlier Liefeld stuff. So
okay.
but he's also doing his own stuff. So he's working it. He's
Yeah.
alive there. He is working it. Let's see. A lot of people apparently like this She-Hulk stuff that's happening with the intergalactic story that's going on. She's actually kind of ruling on. It's called Planet She-Hulk, the comic.
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah. It's got riffing on the earlier Hulk, Planet Hulk there.
Right. And it's Imperial War, I believe, is the series that that it's spinning off of, and yeah, apparently she's ruling pretty well there. But it's a comic that I don't think is selling out at the distributor, but shops aren't ordering a lot of them, so they're selling out in shops. Like this book is not staying on the shelf at a lot of shops.
Huh.
But it's not one of those books that once it's sold out, it's gone forever. Because
I wonder who the creative team is. This is why I'm with you right now, talking to you.
Yeah. On Planet, it's Stephanie Phillips is the writer, and
yeah, she's all right.
Yeah, she's pretty good. And Aaron Kruger is the artist, and he was for a minute there in the early 2000s. He was pretty big. So I think he hasn't lost his talent. So
yeah.
They have a very solid team on the book.
Cool.
So, and I think anytime you put Planet Hulk on a book, right, and you just have Hulk's doing the Hulk thing, just punching people in the face.
Yeah.
I think people are into that. So.
Well, it's a new spin on it, right?
Exactly. So those of you who don't know what the comic shop news is, it basically covers a lot of the new books coming out. They don't pick everything, but they give you like a good variety. They'll give you articles this week.
I like it's like a newspaper size. I like that,
Exactly. So they're covering Rob Liefeld. They're covering the She-Hulk because she's back in people's good graces, I would say, at the moment. Yeah, that's it. Team America. Let's see. They usually do like undervalued. So this is a cool one. They do like these back issue beauties. Like they find comics that they're like, hey, you may not know this one, and we think it's underrated. So they have Sledgehammer.
Cool.
#1. So all right, that's
based on the old show or whatever.
Sledgehammer. Oh yeah.
I love that tune.
That's a good tune.
Peter Gabriel.
Yeah.
I think there was an old Sledgehammer song. I mean, show or something. It might be based.
There was, because right here it says something about the TV based on the first collector's issue based on the TV series that doesn't die. That refuses to die. There we go. So let's see. They have an artist spotlight here, Robert Hack. So, all right. It's a good, you know what? I read it and then I put it in the recycling bin. So
there you go.
It gets used. And then if I have to mail something out and I need filler, this is always
good packing material.
Exactly. Oh, and they have another article. I totally missed this one. Best Wonder Woman art. So.
Well, that's informative. If it's accurate.
Right. Right. But let's see.
What up, Kirby? Kirby's in Mr. Bird, Kenneth Bird. What up, dude?
They got the George Perez series on there, so that's
nice. You see Perez, you get Perez, right?
Yeah. Did you guys see the new Spider-Man Magic cards? Yes.
No.
Yes.
You
didn't see them?
No, I'm a Spidey guy too, but I don't really do cards. But
I got a few here actually. I already opened them, but I had them ready because I was like, you know what, somebody might talk about it. So I've been buying them. I've been buying these collector boosters, by the way, and these things are expensive. They're not cheap.
Oh yeah.
So these are about $37 a pack. Honestly.
Spider-Gwen looking cool.
Yeah. So
Ghost Spider, right? Is that her name? Ghost Spider?
Ghost Spider. Yeah, so the lands are actually pretty cool foily.
Nice.
Yeah. And then they are spider themed. Most of these are usually foil because you pay a little bit extra for these.
Uh-huh.
Spider Bite with Warden. Camera's not really there. It is. Prowler. What else we got? Well, these are pretty cool. Lila, holographic assistant. This is a Rhino card. Prison Break.
Look out, Kirby. He loves Rhino.
Subway Train. And I've been doing little shorts with these. Actually, I released a short recently. It did come across with like a copyright thing, so it said not available in all markets. So I'm not sure what market it's not available in. It might be the U.S. So I'll have to re-release it tomorrow with different music. What's weird is I used a program through Instagram, and this is the first time any of the music, I get the music straight from them. This is the first time any of the music came up as being a problem. And here you have Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman.
Let's see. Or actually, is that Spider-Girl? No.
I don't know. It's like the third Spider-Woman or something.
Spider-Woman, yeah. The black costume. Yeah. So this is just an art card. They call it the art series. So
cool. This
is not really a playable card in the game per se.
Right.
That's just like an extra art card.
Fun
go ahead.
I said fun collectibles.
Fun collectibles, yes. I did take out some of the better cards from that pack. So let's see. I will show a few of those. So here we go. We got Lady Octopus.
Nice.
And this is a sad card here. We have the death of Gwen Stacy.
Aww.
Panel by panel.
So much came from that.
The Goblin Bombardment. There you see Goblin hitting Spidey in the face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Renditions of Ramita, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, John Romita. Symbiote Spider-Man.
Cool.
You got the Lizard. And I did draw two really cool ones recently. Let's see. Well, there's a couple of cool ones. Here's Spider-Man 2099.
Cool.
Miguel. We got the spider, so maybe this guy will give me some powers. Radioactive spider.
Now they got everything with Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah. And here's a cool one. This is probably the most expensive card I pulled. I think it's worth like $11 or something.
Really?
Yeah, Spider-Punk.
Wow.
Because everybody loves Spider-Punk. You got Pokemon cards. Not really, Stefan. I mean, I have some somewhere, but I haven't opened a pack of Pokemon cards in, I'm going to say, at least 2 years, which is not that long ago, but also... But yeah, a lot of the Pokemon card packs I was given were actually gifted to me. I think I bought one ETB, I think is what they call it, a booster thingy, a Bobby, once when I was doing content, and I was like, everybody loves Pokemon. Let me buy a thing of Pokemon cards. So, but yeah, I've been buying a couple of these Spider-Man cards because I'm into it, and I've realized that a lot of people are actually just buying them because of the fact that it's Spider-Man and not even because they play the game.
Yeah, it's collectible stuff.
Yeah, or people who haven't played the game in ages are getting back into it because of Spider-Man.
Nice.
All right, let's catch up on the chat. Kenneth Bird was in the house. What's up, Birdman?
Bird.
There's Kirby.
Yeah.
I just saw your MTG shorts.
With my main men, Kirby. I still got a big old box from Kirby. Oh, I showed some of it on Roger's show. I'll probably wait next week to show the rest of it, man.
Nice.
I'm behind.
Yeah, 4 Prison Break so far.
I brought up the Rhino card, and so
he's got it. He's got them all.
Yep.
Need to see those Pokemon. All right, we'll break them out one day. I was actually talking to my LCS, my local comic shop guy, and I was like, you know what? Because I opened a pack of the Spider-Man cards on Monday on my show. And a lot of the and by a lot I mean like 3 people were like, "You should open Pokemon cards." And I was like, "All right."
Yeah, dude.
So
It's making a comeback, huh?
we do it for the people. All right, let's get into the comics. This is a free Ashcan that came out, American Caper by Dark Horse. I haven't read it yet, but let's see. Let's see what's going on in here. Oh, so this is kind of, I don't know if it's the full story, but you know, a lot of Ashcans sometimes don't have the words, aren't full colored, but this one seems to have words and color. So,
American Caper, huh?
American Caper from Dan Hauser and David Lapham. So those are names I'm familiar with. All right. So I like to treat even my ash cans with love. So we'll give it a bag and board. Why not?
Yep, that's what I would do.
Do you know 2 weekends ago on a Saturday it was Batman Day?
Yeah, I heard about that. I actually got something coming to me from Cicada Sonic. I think.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I was working most of the day, but there was a comic shop on the way home that I knew didn't close until I think they closed at like 9:30. So I got there around 9:10, 9:15, and they still had 2 of the Batman Day comics left. So I managed to get 2 of them while I was coming home from a long day of work.
Well, it's always fun swinging through comic shop after that, right?
Yeah. Hopefully you guys didn't see anything there. I don't think I'm wearing some great pants. But I did get the Absolute Batman #1 Batman Day. I bought it because I had the little Batman Day.
Cool.
So this one I paid I think $4. No, $3. This one was $3, $2.99. Not horrible. I don't expect this to be worth. Yeah, I don't expect it to be worth like $1 million. So I picked this up.
No, but it was a good price. It was nice of them to drop it down their normal price, $1.
Yeah, and then there was a free book. I think I got it down here. I'll be back.
All right, see you later.
I'm back. All right, and then they had Batman Year 2 issue 1, and this one was free.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got those 2.
What's the creative team on that?
This is Mike W. Barr, Alan Davis, yeah, Paul Neary, and Anthony Tolan. But yeah, Alan Davis.
Old creative team.
Yeah.
Alan Davis, I like his art.
Yeah, he's a good artist. What was it?
And Excalibur, I know he did a lot of that.
Yeah, my first year at Heroes Con, he was like, they pick artists to, I don't want to say celebrate, but like to do like their main graphics and be on the t-shirts and, print up. And Alan Davis was that guy. So, bought a bunch of Spider-Man to open with the kids. Nice.
Nice, dude.
It's a fun romp when you can share it with the kids. All right.
Something.
Yeah. All right, we got a couple of Spawn books. I didn't read them yet. So
What'd you get? How many did you get today, man?
Today, there's so many Spawn Universe books now that I have to really think about starting to cut some.
Yeah, people are cutting back on their Spawn. This is what I'm hearing now.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit much.
It used to be $2.99. It was okay when that was going on.
Yeah, now it's $3.99, and I think now is the moment to stop collecting. But we have Rat City. So Rat City is by far the most reminiscent of like 90s style.
Yeah, it's kind of like Marvel's 2099 kind of thing.
Yeah.
You've been following that?
No.
No?
What I will say
on some.
Is the art is it's getting a little better, but it's still.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. It really read like the not good imitation art of the 90s. Like you did have like the Silvestris and you had the Jim Lees, and then you had the guys who like emulated them,
Yeah.
but didn't have it quite down. And that was the feeling I got earlier in the book with it. Now it's gotten better.
More of the generic splashes and stuff, you know.
Yeah. So, they're adding like, the little things, the shadows and the texture, backgrounds are still kind of non-existent, like,
Yeah.
I guess we're in hell, so maybe you don't need a background, but yeah, so I haven't really been following it per se, but I've fallen behind a lot on my
What
books.
issue is that? 22?
This is issue 18.
18. Wow.
18. And
Man.
I think I've only read the first 6. So I'm like 12 issues behind.
Wow, you're a trooper though. You just keep picking them up.
Yeah, and I do thumb through them, so but yeah, I should
well then with modern comics it's better to read, I think, them all together. You kind of remember the story, but even better that way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, because older comics sometimes were just one shots or 2 issues.
Yeah.
The whole 5, now it's 6 issues a storyline is getting kind of crazy.
Yep.
All
it's
right.
called decompression. Not all modern comics are that way. So
not all of them. This one, I'm actually not that far behind on this one.
Oh, cool.
I'm a lot closer on this one than that one. Like this one, I'm on issue 39 and it's 47. So I'm still 8 issues behind, but I'm still managing to get there. Todd has taken a couple issues ago. He came back as the writer. So
yeah.
He's
and do you still have you noticed? Have you gotten to that part yet?
I read like the first, I think like the first issue that he came back on.
Okay.
And there is like a change in tone, if you will, but it's still, you still have like the lovable loser Spawn. Like that's what the gunslinger, like he's cool, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's a cowboy. He's cool, but he's also like vastly underpowered compared to other Spawns and other demons. So he really relies on his wit and his chutzpah, if you will. He's he's got the he's not the smartest man in the world, but he's definitely people are street smart, like they just know how to survive.
Yeah,
that's kind of the vibe you get with him. So he's doing his thing. He's got, I forget her name.
Got Comic Cap collectible in the house.
Oh, what's up, Rich? Comic Cap in the house. I think her name's Maria. She's been Gunslinger Spawn was holed up in a motel, and she was kind of like, well, she wasn't kind of like, she was the cleaning lady at the motel. And then Gunslinger kind of develops a relationship with her, and then runs into some trouble. She ends up like loaning him his car, but he doesn't know how to drive.
Right.
So he ends up having to drive him away. And they've just been on the road together, as a duo, if you will, the cleaning lady and the gunslinger. So
and that's Todd's story.
Yeah, it's
been fun. The Todd
and father. I think the Todd father. Yeah, I think what Todd likes to do with the more popular titles, so like the 4 that came out initially, well, 3, like King Spawn, Gunslinger Spawn, and Scorched, is I think he likes to jump around, like he'll spend a while on one book, like he'll write Spawn for a little bit, and then he'll be like, oh, let's see what's happening in Gunslinger's
he'll
world.
Boot off his writer on one and go, okay, you go over there now.
Right. And yeah, and some of it might just be like writers just going to write other books, They may just be like, thanks for the opportunity, Todd. I got my own book now, so I'm off.
Yeah, Kirby's up to speed on the Gunslinger comic.
Nice.
Yeah, he just posted his little thing about Maria.
Maria just wants to. Oh, I got her name right. Cool. Maria just wants to go home and get her life back, but now the cops and everyone are after her too. Poor gal. Yeah, because Gunslinger totally got her involved in the whole sitch.
Yeah.
So, and then here's one that I'm really thinking about dropping. I just can't really get into it.
It takes a lot, for Will to drop a book, you guys.
Yeah, you know me. I'm like, if I pick it up, I'm like, I see it through to the end.
You're a trooper, yeah. You try sticking with it.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. And I haven't read a lot of it, so maybe it's just I haven't got the
detectives of the Spawn universe, right?
Right, Sam and Twitch.
It's
which
a cool
I like.
title.
Yeah, I like Sam and Twitch when they were investigating Spawn, if you will.
Yeah.
But now they're investigating other paranormal activities, if you will. It's just different. There's no word bubbles. Like, it's just words on the page with a squiggly line.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine.
The art's not really grabbing you, right?
Yeah, but which is fine with the words,
It's like indie art, like that Vertigo type style, DC Vertigo type.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Vertigo is coming back.
Uh-oh. No more Black Label, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do both. I feel like
they are.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you cannibalize your. Well, here's the thing: that they might keep the Black Label, and the Black Label will be for like the A-listers. So Batman book, Superman book that aren't in continuity would be Black Label, and then Vertigo will be more for
mature.
Mature stuff, new characters, new creations.
Good for them.
Yeah, so. Let's see what they do. But yeah, Sam and Twitch. We made it to issue 18. Maybe we'll go to 20, so it's a nice round number, and
then that's what you do, huh? You do stuff, and then the series ends at 22, right?
yeah. Well, I was gonna drop what was the name of the book? See, I haven't read the book in such a long time, but it's a Snyder book, Scott Snyder. The title's in my head. I'll think of it eventually. I was gonna drop it, but the what I'm trying to get at is I'm on issue like 38 of the series, and it's ending at 40. And I was like, I'm gonna drop the book. Like, oh, it's ending soon, so I might as well.
I got this whole run now, and it was just okay. What up, Dagger? You've been streaming a lot lately, man. I see on my phone.
Yeah, Dagger's always like I'll go to upload a video or something, and there's Dagger.
There's Dagger
live from a gazillion different places.
Pretty cool.
This is out of Ignition Press. They're new. I think they came out. Their first book came out like maybe 3 weeks ago. Look at the cute baby beard. What's up?
Roots of Madness.
Roots of Madness. Yeah, this is the third title that Ignition Press is released.
Wow.
So yeah,
good on them. It's not easy starting a comic company.
No, and they have some pretty decent talent. This is Stephanie Williams on this book.
Nice.
Yeah, so I haven't read it yet. It's probably next on my list. So I think Ignition Press is releasing. I'm guesstimating, but I think it's 6 titles this year.
Wow.
Of which like 4 of them I think are just miniseries. So some are 4 issues. I think one was like 8 issues, but they're not going on very long. And then 2 of them will be ongoing. So,
well, that's the way you do it. You roll it out slowly. Don't burn yourself out. Don't spend too much money, whatever, right?
Exactly. So,
who owns Ignition? Do you know?
What's that?
Do you know who owns Ignition?
Who owns it? It is it's indie owned, but it's not.
We had a couple. What was it? a couple indies went out of business a couple years ago, huh?
Yeah.
What was that one? That was Static? No,
Um,
Aftershock.
Aftershock.
Yeah, that was a good one that went under.
Yeah, they had some decent titles there.
We had Bad Idea. That was that didn't last very long. And they're still kind of kicking around.
They are kicking around. So they went hard, and then I think they had to restructure. So they kind of paused the momentum. They went from being a comic creators to doing some like Kickstarters and doing some like hard covers and trades of their books. They are kind of back, and they're going to be at New York Comic Con this year. So
cool. Yeah, I got a bunch of their stuff. I got it from Cicada. Their new. Do I have it here? I don't know. What freak did I put this in?
got some stuff back there.
Yeah, here it is, dude. I got a bunch of these Planet Deaths from.
Oh yeah.
I keep forgetting. I gotta start. I'm gonna open this and start. These you'll see these in your shipments and stuff. Kirby
all sealed up. Nice.
Yeah, from Bad Idea, right? But I guess this was super cheap to create. Planet Death, right? This just came out like 4 months ago or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that long ago. But yeah, they've been. I've definitely heard that. I think at New York Comic Con they're going to do some Planet Death special or something. But here are the rest of the books out of Ignition. So Christina's in the house. Roots of Madness already came out today. It's in my hand.
Double Will. Good one, Cliff. Everyone remarks on your beard, man,
I know, it's crazy.
Or lack of beard.
Yeah, when the beard goes, everybody's like, uh-oh.
Oh, baby face.
Yeah. Deluge is coming out soon. Murder Podcast already came out. Murder Podcast was interesting. That was about a podcast that turns people into killers.
Oh, that's nice.
At least that was issue number 1. Voyeur is interesting. It's about a guy who's just got cameras everywhere and tries to steal art and gets caught. And then Beauty's coming out soon too.
Cool.
So, but
Christina's chanting our name. First is Copy.
What's up, Christina? Good to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you, Christina.
Yeah, I saw her. She was on a show. I think it was last night.
Yeah, very cool. She's doing her thing now on the internets.
Yeah. Always a good time to see everybody getting their chance to be on the I was gonna say on the TV, but not everybody watches this on TV. Some people do it on the laptop, some people do it on the phone.
Yeah. All over the place. Here we go. You like the Rook Exodus? Didn't they try canceling this or something and it came back?
Yeah, well, they did a short run, 6 issues, and then I think I don't know if they ended it in such a way that also made it seem like the finale per se, but there was enough people said they wanted it back. So
is that the 7th issue or is that a reboot?
Yeah. No, 7th issue.
Nice.
So keep
the numbers flowing.
Exactly. Keep it going.
Yeah.
No reason to reset after just 6 issues.
Yeah. But I heard it started off really good. I heard it was really good comics. So if I ever see that on the cheap, I'll be picking it up, checking it out. Yeah, good art.
Yeah, the art's really good. It's Jason Fabok.
Nice.
So he did the the 3 Jokers.
Yeah, it's all these DC artists ended up going over with Jeff Johns to, was it Ghost Machine or whatever?
Ghost Machine, yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. These guys have these helmets and it lets them control like whatever animal that they're that they're assigned. So they're called wardens. It's a pretty fun book. I enjoy it.
Cool.
And I'm glad it's
what's going on here. How many comics did you get total? Well,
total.
Was it a big day for you, or was it
it was
a medium day?
Here's the receipt.
Whoa, okay. It was a bigger day, right?
Yeah. So I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 books.
Oh, there you go. Your comic book shop loves you.
Yes.
You know?
When they totaled it up, my wallet almost ran from
You're
me.
like, dope.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
I
It's
definitely
fun though.
No.
See, if I had a local comic shop nearby me, I would be too tempted to go in there. It would be a no issue, but it's like 40 minutes from me, so I'm in the safe zone. I can save money, get stuff on the cheap, stuff like that.
No, that's how you gotta. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta operate that way.
Yeah. Now, wow, up to 20.
44.
Whoa, that's a 20.
That's the 20. I think it's the 20th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
I was gonna say, yeah, because I have the first couple of years of that, so it should be way more than that.
Yeah, but over here is where
44, right?
kind of blending in.
Now, something is killing the children. Boom, was awesome. Then kind of dipped down a little bit. I think I jumped out during the dip. You know, what was it, Cutter or something like that was going on? And you're saying it got a lot better after that. Like,
yeah, well, they had the whole Agent Cutter thing, yeah, and then a lot of it was also prequel. I feel like what happened was, so I do believe, and I do agree, Rook was the best of the Ghost Machine titles.
That's cool, man. I'm reading the earlier issues of a Ghost Machine. Which one? Oh, I put it away.
Yeah.
The guy where he's jumping around time and stuff. What's his name?
Yeah. Oh, the guy jumping around time.
No. The guy who's immortal.
Immortal. Oh, Redcoat.
Yeah, Redcoat. That's right. And I actually like Redcoat.
Redcoat's fun.
And I'm also reading Absolute Superman right now, which is pretty good.
Yeah, Absolute Superman it's fun. It gets a little dark later on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got Brainiac and Ra's al Ghul. And
is that still going on, or did it end?
No, it's still happening.
I know they're going to end the Ultimate Universe in Marvel, I think, or something.
The Ultimate Universe is ending, and the Absolute Universe was only the artists and writers were only contracted for 2 years on the titles.
Right.
So theoretically, after 24 issues, each one of those is supposed to kind of come to an end. Because there is a whole storyline and plot line behind it where Darkseid creates this alternate universe with these characters and puts them into different situations. So they're not afforded the same niceties, I guess you could say, that the current DC characters were. So, Batman's not rich.
Right.
Only his dad died. And he witnessed it again. Superman actually grows up to be almost a teenager and witnesses his parents getting blown up. What else? Wonder Woman grows up in hell, not on Themyscira. So
nice.
Yeah, so they've all been placed in like these weird situations. The Green Lantern Corps is watching people die on Earth. There's a whole different mythos behind the Green Lanterns. Flash is a kid, and it's not even it's like set in a military base with a military accident that kind of sets everything off there. Absolute.
So do you have a favorite? It was Superman, but then it got darker for you.
No, Superman really wasn't ever my one. I would say Wonder Woman, because of the way it was written, was probably my favorite. But then it felt like it lost a little steam. Still good. Don't get me wrong. It's still good. Just after the first arc kind of finished, I wasn't quite sure where it was going after that.
Right.
Absolute Batman has just been that one has probably surprised me the most. And so maybe Absolute Batman, as cliche as it sounds at the moment, is probably my favorite Absolute
Cool.
title.
All
And
right.
it's and if you, I mean, if you, I've talked to my comic shop guy. If you look at the numbers, it's the one that's selling the best. And Wonder Woman and Superman are right behind it. But
Just like DC sells, right? Or whatever. Well, not with Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman could go down.
But yeah, it's a really good. They actually had a. I don't have the book on me because I didn't go to my second LCS. So it's Absolute Evil came out today. I know.
You saw the price of the first one. You're like, okay, I'm going straight home now.
Yeah, I can hold that book in my box for a little bit. But Absolute Evil came out today, which covers the story with the Absolute villains. So
Nice.
Lex Luthor, Ra's al Ghul, the Joker.
Yeah.
So all those guys will be popping up in that book, and I'll get it eventually and read it. But another Absolute title added to the canon, if you will. What I was going to say about this is we're still in prequel territory with this one. Something's killing the children, so that's where it's been for a while. Originally this was supposed to be like a short series. I think they only had like 12 or 13 issues penned, and then it became so popular and blew up that they had to keep going. And I don't know I think with this is only my theory. I believe with the TV show happening, they don't want to go too much further down the road, per se. Like they don't want to create too much lore before the TV comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Or otherwise you have a Game of Thrones thing where like everybody's waiting for that finale to happen.
Yeah.
But you've already written the path of these characters.
But there's so much he can do with that. It's a shame that he's not doing more with it.
So he's just giving us a lot of backstory, and then eventually you get so much backstory. You're like, can we push forward again?
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of Tynion, though, we had Department of Truth #0 come out. So another prequel /. I think it's like an anniversary issue or something because it's been out now for 2 years or 3 years, something to that effect. But besides for Tynion,
I got. I jumped out of that after a while too, but I need the 0 one.
Yeah, 0. I mean, if you read 1, you need 0, right?
I know. Can't have that.
So, but Scott Snyder joins the team on this one. So
cool.
Interesting fact is Snyder was a mentor and I think at one point a teacher of Tynion. So
yeah, he brought him in.
Yeah,
and he wrote under Snyder for a while, and then started breaking out. He
did like detective and worked on another title.
Yeah. And then I think Batman did pretty good.
It did. Yeah.
I
want to say I think at one moment Tynion may have been as popular or more popular than Snyder. There was definitely a moment.
Yeah.
He kind of.
His detective was good too, but that kind of put him on the map. But then his Batman was really awesome, but it didn't really end that excitingly, I don't think. But it's okay.
Right. Yeah.
I remember he kind of petered out, or he didn't care anymore. He was doing his own stuff.
Right. Yeah, I think at some point, right? He had so many titles coming out that maybe.
Yeah.
Batman wasn't at the lead or the head of what he was trying to do, but he did.
But I do have Something is Killing Children #1 first print. I still have that.
That's a big.
It's raw, and it's in my collection.
We like it raw. Yeah, we have Absolute Green Lantern #7, another Absolute title. This one, so Sojourn here, who's here, she doesn't really appear in this, but we do have the red guy here. I'm not all up on Green Lantern lore, so I'm not quite sure who this Red Lantern is. The Yellow Lantern is not in this book either. It's just the red guy who shows up. And there's a black, there's the Black Lanterns, the Black Stars. They show up in this
Dark
book.
Stars.
Dark Stars, maybe that's what they are. So yeah, they basically come out, and I read
Oh.
this, and they destroy a planet because they believe they're harboring Green Lanterns on the planet. They're like this planet has 8 billion people, and like maybe there's 2 Green Lanterns on this planet, and they're like, we don't care. They're like, even one. They're like, the souls of the many pay for the souls, the evils of one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have a battle here.
That was no, Flash was your least favorite. Didn't you say that to me before? This was a long time ago. I don't know what's your favorite and your least favorite now.
I would say Flash is still, and it doesn't mean it's bad.
Yeah.
If I had to cut one.
It's all solid stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the Ultimate Universe, right, from Marvel, there's really only 3 titles I'm reading in the Ultimate Universe. And I've read all 5 up to this moment, but there's really only 3 I stuck with. I didn't stick with Ultimate X-Men, and I didn't stick with Ultimate Black Panther, both of which are good as well.
Ultimate Black Panther was more of a slow burn or something.
Right.
Like,
oh yeah, it was pretty slow.
But you stuck with Spidey.
Ultimate Black Panther and Ultimate X-Men, were both kind of slow burns, in my opinion.
But Ultimate X-Men was unrecognizable, but some people liked it.
Yeah. I mean, right now it's a little bit I think it's gotten better now. There seems to be more action in there. Like every once in a while I'll peek in the book, take it off the shelf, and I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Or I'll read a synopsis.
I always like that armor character Joss Whedon created there.
Yeah.
I thought she was
that character. Cool. Yeah, that character's even been on covers for Ultimate X-Men. So that is a cool one. But yeah, I'm reading Ultimate Wolverine.
Good.
Ultimates and Ultimate Spidey.
You like Ultimate Wolverine?
Oh yeah. It's a good book. It's got good artwork. The characters, you actually care about the characters.
Yeah.
I think if you're kind of like an Age of Apocalypse person, you might like it.
Yeah. I want to reread it. I remember reading it when it got me back into comics for a little bit when I was out in the 90s.
But yeah, Age of Apocalypse I think has like the most amount of like crossovers and new books that
you can freaking get those comics on the cheap nowadays too, man. It's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah, they're not expensive at all. You can find them in dollar bins.
I know, but maybe someday they'll do the movie series or something, and then everyone will want minty copies of those.
Oh yeah, I pick up a lot of them, to put into giveaways and stuff, and a lot of books. And recently, every time I find like, those books now, I'm more apt to check to see if I have them and try to keep them if I don't. But for a while, I was just giving them away, and then I was like, you know what? I should probably keep some of these Age of Apocalypse books.
Yeah, I think I have them all, but I should get the minty.
Minty. Hey, we got Batman #2 coming out this year. Yeah.
And who do we got on that? That's what's his name there? Matt Fraction, right?
Matt Fraction, yeah.
How's
you still have Jorge Jimenez.
The first one, yeah, you still got the great artist on Batman right now, so that's what's important,
Yeah,
Matt Fraction. I always remember trying to get into his stuff, and there a lot of stuff he did was good, but a lot of it wasn't, Like his Iron Man kind of bored me.
Yeah, Fraction I liked when he did the Hawkeye series. That was pretty
good. And the was it the pizza
dog?
Yeah.
in the tracksuit mafia.
Mm-hmm.
So this issue actually starts off with Robin in some trouble. He breaks up a crime, and then we have this splash here.
I love the art.
Yeah. Well, Jorge Jimenez does a really good job with the art.
Yeah, dude.
And so Robin gets captured, and it's Tim Drake, not Damien, if you're wondering. And he gets locked up just like the criminals that he helped to bust.
Huh.
Yeah. So
Oh, so you've read this already? This one?
I read this one.
Yeah. See that when the series is new, they are on the top of your everyone's comic reading.
Yeah.
Is it better than? Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I read Absolute Green Lantern too, which
is it better than the first issue, that Batman?
A lot more action in issue 2.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So here, speaking of action, kapow!
Nice.
So Robin doesn't stay locked up for long. He manages to escape. There's Batman helps to break him out. He's using the bat spikes, if you will.
He's got a new costume, slightly new one or something.
Slightly new. I mean, they changed it a little bit. Yeah, he's got the good old blue and gray, less black or no black in those.
And a blue bat signal or no? On his chest.
On his chest, yeah, it's blue. It is blue. Here, we'll bring it back. We'll run it back. Yeah, you can see it's blue.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. And it's I think it's good for the artists too, right? Because they've been drawing Batman for so long. Maybe this is something new and exciting. You get to change the color palette a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Change the costume just enough to keep it exciting.
Let's get him back to being a billionaire. You wanna?
So yeah, but this issue, he does. You know what? He does have an estate now. It's not as big,
good.
But he's got some of his money back, just a little bit.
Yeah.
He's not complete. He's not living out of a brownstone anymore.
Right.
Let's see, bro.
I think I jumped out when all that stuff was going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I came back. For what? Yeah. Anyway, I'll tell you later.
Yeah. You got Batman protecting people and getting shot at, but he's bulletproof. So.
Good. Chip Zdarsky. I came back for that villain that he created to stop.
Oh, Failsafe.
Yeah, Failsafe. It was pretty good. That first arc was pretty good, but then he fell from the moon and survived, or something, or from outer space, and then everything kind of got weird.
So I was reading an interview with Jorge Jimenez, and they asked him about like the styles of everybody, and I guess he was like, he's like Tynan was good with character creation and costumes and stuff like that, and he goes, I'm learning Fraction, but he's got like little intricacies, and then he's like, Zdarsky was always cool, but he's like every week I was guessing, like he's like Zdarsky had me draw Batman falling from the moon.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's like, you go to work and you're like, what are we doing today? And he's like, and falling from the moon.
Yeah.
Like, really? So
I think Chip had great ideas, but he was almost like too self-conscious. He's a great writer. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So what's actually interesting, and I wonder if it's part of the reason why Batman got rebooted, is that they haven't finished the last storyline of the last volume. They're still doing the Jim Lee Hush with what is it, Jeff Loeb?
Yeah,
so,
part two.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing that they didn't finish the whole, which I mean also it's not it just shows like that series doesn't really tie into what's going on now. It was the Matt Fraction stuff that was important. Hush 2 it's a story, but it's not gonna affect the future, I think, of Batman. So we'll see how that all pans out.
How's it being received now? Wow, look at that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So the artwork is really good in this book.
Yeah, the cover is really something.
Yeah. He does.
That is just badass.
Yeah, with with Jimenez on this book, it's just, you know, like it's not really if you want cover A or a different cover. It's like what other cover would I buy with cover A? Because if you see another cover, yeah, you may just buy that one, but you also feel like you're missing out on something, you know? Because
I know I always went for those cover A's, but now the variants actually gain momentum sometimes, you know,
yeah,
as far as worth value.
yeah. I have, and I just saw it today. I have the Deadpool Batman. Who did the cover? Ryan Stegman cover, where it's the homage
Nice.
to Wolverine
Yeah.
with the Hulk in the claws, but it's Batman holding up the Batarang. And it was, I guess the article I read said that the book was going for like upwards of $30, and it's just cover C or cover D. It's not even.
But
it wasn't.
who doesn't like Stegman? I mean, that guy was awesome, and he really shined on Venom. I remember I still have all that Venom Donny
Yeah, that bat instead of a bad bat booty cover. All right. Got 2 more books. So we got The Amazing Spider-Man, and it says like feels the effects of Imperial. So I guess there is some bleed over from the Imperial book into Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got
I want to jump into Spidey and get mixed reviews on this.
Personally, I like it. I think it's better than a lot of the older runs.
For years now, it's better than what's been out for years.
Been coming out. If you look on the bottom here, you have a new Venom character. Well, a new symbiote character. It's named Symbi.
I'm sure that's going to take off as Symbi.
Symbi, yeah, I could see Symbi hooking up with a certain shark in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, exactly.
A land shark, if you will.
I like land shark.
Yeah, and you got Rocket here. So, yeah, I like. So here's the thing: is Joe Kelly was writing a book where very much street. Street soldier, Spider-Man, doing his thing in New York City. Then he has a brouhaha with a character called Hellgate, right? Gets into a fight. And then after that fight, the next issue, things are off. We find out that Peter Parker and Spider-Man aren't actually Peter Parker and Spider-Man in the book, and that Spider-Man somehow is ended up in space.
Okay.
So this issue is now explaining kind of what's happening there, and we don't get a full explanation to how Spider-Man ended up in space, but Spider-Man is kind of put together his own you won't call them the Guardians of the Galaxy, but they kind of are. So
he put together his own team, huh?
He's got his own team in space, and that's what we get in this book. We get some space action. We are not placed back in New York, so we still don't know what's going on with the alternate Spider-Men on planet Earth. But we do get an intergalactic storyline with intergalactic team. So this guy,
go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, you had a question?
Are they newer characters, newer villains, stuff like that?
Yeah. So this guy, the big guy, I forget his full name. He's a doctor, like a space doctor or whatever. More like a scientist. He saves Peter, who's like stranded in space. And then, Peter finds his like hidden lab and then realizes that he's not as good as he appears to be. So he's kind of, he's a villain, and he's imprisoned a lot of guys. He's doing a lot of tests. And at one point he tells Peter, he's like, because Peter's like, hey, you got to let these people go. Like, this isn't right. And he tells Peter, you're a pet. Do you want to be a test subject? And it's just like, whoa. So Peter's over here thinking like he's like equals with this dude, and he's like, no, he's like,
this dude blindsided him with his real intentions, right? Intentions.
So anyway, this guy makes a mistake because he gives Peter like this super suit, and so Peter ends up like defeating him, and then releases like the rest of these guys who you see here, including Rocket Raccoon, and they're all like, kill him, kill him, kill him, and everybody's like, and Peter's like, no, we got a chance to do good, and the guy's name is Xanto. That's what it's Dr. Xanto, Starblood. And at one point, one of the guys who was captured, I guess, didn't even know that this was the guy who captured him. And he's like, every creature, like this alien dude right here, he's like, every creature has, the right, and I'm just paraphrasing, the right to life and this and that. And he's like doing this beautiful poetry thing. And then the guy's like, I'm Dr. Xanto. And the guy who's doing, like, trying to save this guy's life is like, wait, you're Dr. Xanto? He's like, kill him, kill him, kill him.
Nice.
So, yeah. So, anyway, Peter ends up not, getting them to agree. And Dr. Xanto is part of the team, but if you look down here, he's got this contraption on. Basically, they gave him pants that it's a bomb. Like his pants are a bomb. And they're like, basically, if you do anything out of line, we're going to blow up.
Who's wearing the pants? Who's wearing the bomb pants?
Dr. Xanto, like the evil guy.
Okay, so they have him under control. Awesome.
Yeah, basically they're like, you're gonna
like Thunderbolts or something like that.
Yeah, basically. They do run into I think his name's what is it, Cole Obsidian or something like that. Cole. One of Thanos's.
Wow, so they're totally doing something different with Spider-Man right now.
Yeah, he's out there. He's intergalactic at the moment.
Is he on a spaceship? Or is he on a planet? What's going on here?
They're on a spaceship.
Okay.
They're on Dr. Xanto's spaceship.
Okay.
So they Peter breaks everybody free, and they kind of imprison Dr. Xanto too. So when he's not helping them on missions, he's in a cage. So, and we do find out later in the episode, right? So he has a talk with Rocket, and Rocket's like, hey. Rocket's no fool. So Rocket's like, hey, what happened to you? Because everybody who's part of the team has a home to go home to and everything, right? So
yeah,
Peter's like, let's get people home. And Rocket's like, hey, man, what happened to you? Why aren't we taking you home, right? Like, what happened to you on Earth? And Peter's like, I don't want to talk about it. And then Peter like turns it and he's like, hey, how come you're not, how come you haven't called Drax and Star-Lord? And so Rocket's like, you're an A, you're not a person. And that kind of ends their conversation.
So we don't really know. Do we know what's going on? Why he's not?
We find out a little later because he goes to talk to the doctor over here too. And we kind of find out Peter's true intentions. So
cool.
In the book. Nothing too dark or sinister, but it's not as selfless as you would think either.
Huh.
Yeah. So, and Peter's got a new suit. He's got this yellow and black like spacesuit. So
let me get this straight. He was on Earth. Then something happened with the Hellgate.
Yeah.
And then suddenly he was transported to this spaceship
no, he ends up in space on a planet by himself, like trying to survive.
Oh, okay.
And then Dr. Xanto saves him. Like, he's going through space.
Yeah.
And finds, discovers him on this planet. And it's like, hey, you need help? And brings him on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spider-Man discovers his true intentions while he's on the ship, and discovers that this guy isn't as good as he thought he was. Like, he basically saved Peter to help him with experimentation, if you will, but not to like really save him. You know what I mean? Like, per se.
How did he end up with a new suit?
The doctor made it for him.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of like his so Peter, they do form like a little bit of a, I don't want to say friendship, but
camaraderie or whatever.
camaraderie, right? They realize they're both scientists, and
Yeah.
Peter can help them out a little bit. And Peter's like, in exchange for my help, can you give me a suit that makes me stronger? Because Peter had just lost the battle, so he's trying to get stronger.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like the trade-off, was the suit that makes you stronger, and you help me with my experiments.
So there's going to come a twist with that eventually, probably.
Probably, but the suit is what actually helped Spider-Man beat the Doctor. So I bet he was like, wish I wouldn't have given him that suit. Yeah. And I don't think it was so much that he gave him the suit as much as Peter, like, when he realized what was happening, was like, I'm just going to take this suit that you've been helping me do, like,
Nice.
So we're down to the last book for the week, and I read this one too. And this is one you'll probably get to. Absolute Superman, number 12. Look how big Ra's al Ghul is.
Yeah. Dang, dude.
Yeah, after the last issue, there was a whole thing with Ra's or Raish, however people pronounce it, and Brainiac. And so Superman kind of escapes. We get like a little bit of background story, and he goes into like self-imposed exile, if you will, just to kind of clear his head,
Yeah.
With the help of Soul, his AI, if you will, his artificial intelligence.
Yeah, that cape. He's got an interesting cape there. It's kind of like a symbiote or something.
Yeah, does stuff. So
I like that. I like the AI angle. I like that he has a companion there.
yeah. So here's kind of a picture of him like in his self-contained cocoon, if you will. And it really is just to kind of like clear his head. We also have Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen, doing their thing. They've managed to escape, and they're kind of on the lam, and they have no money. And they end up in Smallville, home of Superman. And the town knows, who Smallville is. And they also, they not know who Superman is per se, but they've had actually experience with Superman, right? Being that that's his hometown. And they're Superman sympathizers, and they know what Lois Lane and Jimmy Olsen did, because, a lot of what's happened towards the back end of the story has been televised and stuff. And,
Yeah.
The Resistance. So even with all the propaganda, they kind of the town figures out that these guys are on the good guy side.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they give them a meal, which is nice. And we kind of get Superman going back home. And I don't want to give away too much because you're still reading. But
by the time I get to that, it'll be all right. I only have like the first 7 or 8 or something like that. So.
Gotcha. So we do have a reunion of everybody, and you can see Soul, the cape, kind of doing his thing back there. But yeah, Superman's getting let's say they're getting the band together, if you will. And there is I don't think the last page is too bad, but definitely they are coming. Lazarus Corp is coming for Superman. They've got all these mechs and helicopters and tanks. So
yeah,
they are, I don't think Ra's al Ghul appreciated Superman turning down his offer to join him. So
Superman's younger in this one, right?
yeah, it's a younger Superman, which is interesting because the flashback version of Superman is older. He's not a baby when he actually comes to Earth. But there's a lot shorter, I guess, period of time between when he doesn't have as much time to grow into Superman, if you will. There is no Smallville television show, like he very quickly goes from landing on Earth to having to be Superman without a lot of a lot of guidance, if you will. So that's my
That's your week, your new, and you've read a lot of those comics already. Wow. Well, how many?
yeah, I read actually I read 5.
Pretty
I read
cool,
5.
dude.
And then actually I read a 6th one, but that was from last week. I was just in the middle of reading it coming into today, so I was like, I need to finish this one before I move on. So I read the last Miles Morales Spider-Man issue, which has Black Cat in it, and I finished that one. Pretty good. Miles Morales Spider-Man's pretty good read.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I started reading this week's books, and so I am a little bit behind on my reading from the last, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Not even 2 weeks ago, like about a week ago. I took a little mini vacay, so went up to a cabin in the woods and kind of cut myself off from all
Good
things.
for you.
Yeah, and I did bring some comics, but I didn't really. I read like one while I was up there. It was more just about nature, when hiking,
Yeah.
and then went into the towns, and like visited like the local main streets and businesses and those kind of things.
Cool.
And then one night cooked on a campfire, so that was cool. Built a fire and
You're by yourself?
no, I was with my lady, so we
Nice.
were together. We had a good time.
Cool.
Yeah, we rented it was like a really mini cabin, like so.
Nice
I
little
wouldn't
getaway.
exactly call it. It wasn't like roughing it in a tent, but it wasn't exactly. It wasn't really glamping either. It wasn't like, super luxurious. It was enough. It was a room, a bathroom, and like in the room you were in was like a mini table and a kitchen, like,
Yeah.
But a very small kitchen, 2 burners, tiny little sink, but just enough to heat stuff up.
It's good to switch things up,
Yeah.
and do that,
And then like I said, we built a fire, and it was pretty tight because I feel like I was running out of. I had plenty of wood, but I was running out of lighter to get the fire started. So it was kind of touch and go. I was like, oh, I don't know if this fire is ever gonna go.
It's will versus nature.
I spent a solid, I would say 30 to 40 minutes just trying to get the fire to go. And then when it went, it was burning. Like it was
good.
Yeah. So like the food I cooked, I had to be very careful and I had to keep moving it around because the fire was like, and I'm like, trying not to burn it, like singe it on the outside, but not cook it in the middle.
Yeah. So that was 2 weeks ago?
That was, it was roughly, so it wasn't this weekend. It was kind of the weekend before that. So
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Awesome, dude.
So it was fun. It was a good time.
But hence you're behind on your comic book reading.
That's
It's all about the priorities,
It is. And you know what? Like I did the show I did Monday Night Raw Books on Monday, and I'm doing the show tonight. And I tell you what, there is like a certain energy that I feel that sometimes, when you just kind of get stuck in a loop, you don't feel it.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah, it's good to break that. It's good to take a break sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't want to just phone it in, for
So
me at least.
No, totally. Definitely feel more energized in the moment.
Cool, dude.
Yeah. So you got anything you want to share?
I'm back doing my story and my drops on Monday. Monday, I got the song that backs up the story where I'm at with the story. And Wednesday, I explain the story. And I've been doing premieres. They're like 10 a.m. Pacific time, right?
Right.
And so I'll go ahead and just drop my link for anyone who wants to sub me up or just say hi once in a while and stuff like that. I still do the Claim Show on Mondays with Kirby under the cow. And I do a lot of trading with him. Like I said, I got this big old box still.
That's crazy.
Still got lots of comics to go through. And I went and saw the Pusher, Sean the Pusher. I got long boxes for super cheap, and so I'm going through that. But I show that stuff on Tuesdays on Roger's show, and Friday I might stream this Friday. I'm going to stream maybe once every 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that on Fridays. So you guys ever want to just swing by and say hi, I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
Nope. Good
And
stuff.
besides that, just personal stuff, work, life, busy, man.
Busy.
Yeah.
Is it slowing down a little bit? I know you were saying like work was crazy.
I thought it was slowing down, but then it got busy again. But I still gotta get on the nets. I still have to do the streams, and because it feels good when you take a break from it, you know. But I also miss it. I just love interacting with the chat and stuff. So it's cool.
Yeah, I think there's like you're right. Like it feels good and energizing to take a break, and then you reach a point where then you're like, I kind of want to go back. Like now I feel like like I'm missing out.
What up, Dagger? Dagger's stuck with us, I guess, man.
Yeah.
Busy is good, Dagger. But yeah, dude, that's it, man. Right now, I had a busy day, so I'm like I'm mellow like you right now, just freaking mellow. It's good.
Nice. That is good. Did I show you my? I got it right here. So I bought this. Let me see if I can. Great. So I bought this. It's Void Rivals #1, the reprint. So it's the sound chip edition.
Wow. Okay. Never even heard of that.
Yeah, I meant to buy they made a Transformers one and a Decepticon one. I wanted the Transformers one because I'm always a Transformers guy. And this looks very much like the Transformer.
Yeah.
But it's the Jetfire cover because Jetfire is the first Transformer that appears in Void Rivals.
Right. Yeah, I remember that cameo.
Right. So they made the Jetfire, which is Jetfire colors, right? Right.
Cool.
But when you open it, let's see if it still does it. Didn't do it.
I was waiting for a pop-up.
It's supposed to, let's see, maybe the battery pack? It's supposed to make a noise like it transforms.
What? Now you're getting ripped off.
Yeah. I mean, it did it for a little while.
Well, limited batteries, I guess. You got to charge it up, maybe. I don't
know, but I didn't open it very many times.
I want you to write in and tell them how upset you are.
Yeah. I am furious. But anyway, it's got the cover in the back, and you can see like where the sound chip should have been working.
Yeah, it should be working now.
But it does not. Yeah. Oh well. I was hoping to open in
epic fail. Exactly.
But anyway.
But it's cool. They did a good job putting that together.
They did. Minus the battery dying in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we need rechargeable.
Yeah, it's funny because when I bought it, I said, it's gimmicky. It's gimmicky, and I think I said it was kind of dumb because I was like, it runs on a battery, and I was like, eventually this comic is just going to stop working.
Yeah.
And there we go. Proof positive that.
Boom. That's right.
Look, Eden Dagger, epic fail.
Epic fail.
He also took today to rest up.
Good for you, dude.
When I heard you open it last time, it sounded like it was dying. Apparently, it was dying. It's dead now. I had no idea. Used it once. But Kirby was there for when I opened it.
Cool.
Very, very cool indeed. I've been going through my comic collection. I need to start pulling books for New York Comic Con, at least for autographs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've been working on that. It's a little guy over here. Yeah, Monkey Prince. Not what I thought it was. Monkey Prince.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
A couple of years ago for the Year of the Monkey. It actually wasn't a bad story.
No, it was a decent character too, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. They kind of lost steam with these new characters they were creating. So, I don't know.
Yeah, they didn't stick with it.
They did not. Oh, look, I just pulled out this. You'd enjoy that. Defenders.
Oh yeah, dude. That's when I was a kid. That stuff there.
Yeah. Newsy.
I think I'm gonna read this one next. I think it's part of the Kree Skull War, right? It's a reprint of that, but it's got some Neil Adams artwork and stuff in there, parts of it, you know. And yeah, got this from Sean. Pretty cool stuff. So this will be the next thing I read. Some good 70s storylines from the Avengers storylines from Marvel. Here's nice wraparounds. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I like, who doesn't like Neil Adams artwork, What else do I got in my read? I kind of Defenders.
There you go.
There, yep. So I'm almost up to that. I got here's the next absolute. I don't know, was it number 4 or something?
Oh, okay.
So I'm behind.
A little bit. Yeah.
But I got those from Kevin,
Nice.
Amazonia is a Joe D. McPhee.
Nice.
An old Superman I got from Hans. I'm getting all these old Amazing Spider-Mans. I'm gonna get a couple keys from him too. Loving Monsters.
Monster.
Yeah, dude. And I'm behind on this, but I love the Titan Conan the Barbarian. That's pretty good.
Right.
So and some weird indies. This is from, I think Grant Morrison wrote this one, but dinosaurs with a UFO. Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. So that's just a sampling.
Yeah.
I put my read pile over here. Sometimes
You know what I think I'm gonna do?
Sometimes I gotta fit it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this with me to New York Comic Con because usually Skybound has a booth there, and I'm gonna bring it to like an autograph session and be like, "Can you sign this?" And then I'll be like, "Can you sign it on the inside?" So when you open it, it makes a sound, and then when it doesn't make a sound, I'm gonna be like, "Exactly."
Why isn't it?
It's not making sounds anymore.
Need to finish reading
Little wolf.
Weapon X. Yeah.
Nice.
Barry Windsor Smith art. I got this from Matthew. It's my read pile. But yeah, dude.
Nice.
Reading stuff when I can. Just in my own. I don't read stuff as it comes out these days, So
I might bring this cover with me. I'm debating it. I got to look to see if Adam Hughes is going to be there, but it's an Adam Hughes like negative space variant.
cool.
I just think it's a cool cover.
Yeah, I didn't know he did negative space.
Me neither, but there's his AH.
Very cool.
He probably did 1 or 2, but the guys who normally do it are like, "Hey man, that's my bag."
What are you trying to do, Mr. Hughes?
Yeah. You draw, you draw a Catwoman really well. Stick to that. And Catwoman,
stick to the ladies, will you?
Yeah. Oh, we got some decent ones here. Like DC Superstars presents Teen Titans.
Nice.
And we got some Vertigo. We talked about that earlier. Yeah.
I might let go of some lenticular DC covers. I wonder if I have them here. No. Remember way back, was it the New 52? I might let these go though, but I got these super cheap. All these like lenticular.
Oh, the lenticular cover. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about.
Do you have?
Yeah, I have a few of them. I think I have most of them. They were like point issues, right? Like 23.2 or something like that.
Yeah, but they put the number one. They put the villain's name on, and they did a really good job with these.
They're fun.
You know, I should probably be more careful with them, but
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I might let these go at the claim sale.
they're fun. I'm sure somebody will pick them up
on the cheap.
Yeah, look at that. You can even see them like kind of moving.
Yeah, it's cool.
Sometimes it doesn't always read on the camera, but those are.
This one should. Well, you could see it better in real life, but
yeah,
pretty cool. This one's cool. Penguin. Pretty cool though. It's definitely has depth to it, you know. Raish Al Ghul or Ras Raish, I call him Raish.
Yeah, Raz. It really depends, I think, what what you're watching in the moment.
Reverse Flash. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
This one doesn't pop as much as the other ones, but
I am more inclined to think it is pronounced Raish, because otherwise, where would that pronunciation come from?
Yeah. But I might let those go this Monday.
Nice. I might not let these go, but I got some more Defenders.
The cover price was $4. Maybe I'll do $2 each or something like that. I don't know. See if anyone wants them.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Cool. Yeah, dude. I got a long Defenders run myself. I think I have most of these. I'm gonna start using my CLZ app again, just for the older comics. Oh, I love that cover. I used to love that J.M. DeMatteis story. I know it's not that popular now, but there's something about having Angel. It had a lot of the X-Men in there, like right there, right?
Right. Yeah.
OG X-Men.
You could cover this up and just call it like
X-Men.
And people be like, yes.
Yeah. But it's cool having Angel, and then we have Christian Isaacs, the gargoyle looks like a demon. The contrast there with the Beast, I think, and Valkyrie. That was all fun stuff for me, you know.
It was. That's some good stuff. All right. So what are we thinking? Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Thanks everyone who watched. You know, this is New Comic Book Day. Why? You know, and that's how I say it. And Will kept this show going. I think that's great, man. You know, I love seeing what you got every week when I can make it. I'm gonna make an effort to be here. You know, but you help me keep me abreast with the new stuff coming out, because I'm not the Wednesday warrior like a lot of people are out there, you know. But yeah,
it's getting harder and harder to be a Wednesday warrior
now. Well, the price of comics are almost $5 average. Not all of them, but it's
right.
And more when they're thicker, they're $8, $7.99, and all this other stuff. So
it's been a slow progression up, like the price going up.
Yeah.
And you know, once Spawn went from $2.99 to $3.99, that was kind of the
beginning of the end.
Yeah.
Well, not according to you this week with your long list there, you know.
Right.
But it seems like you're interested in making some cuts, right?
I am. I think we've gotten to a point where I've read enough books to know what I like and what I don't like. So
yeah.
And Dagger up there in Canada, it's even more expensive here.
Yes.
You know, which is funny, because I feel like a lot of the comics, at least the paper for the comics and the printers, I feel like are in Canada. So I don't know why. Yeah, like why is it so much more expensive?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Why? Um, I did.
Hey Kirby, should I throw this one in the? Oh, sorry, buddy.
No, go ahead.
Should I throw this one in the? If Kirby, I think of
Yeah.
you when I have comics like this.
Ooh, the Archies. Yeah.
I don't know if you're interested in this Archie, Kirby.
There you go, Curbs. Blame Canada.
All right, I'm done. That's it. But what were we going to show?
I was just showing the again. There's if you guys go to Key Collector Comics, you can see all the comic books coming out from at New York Comic Con this year. So I will be after the show going through this list, and I am thinking about possibly sharing my my journey going through the list and what I'm looking to pick up. There's an all new Spider-Gwen, the Spider Ghost here. That's a
Nice.
McFarlane Spider-Man 1. Replica.
Another one.
Homage.
I wonder if we can. I wonder if someone has it on the internet. All the homages to that, and all the homages to 300.
Todd has to be the most homaged artist.
Yeah.
In comics.
Yeah.
I don't know why the site keeps crashing on me every time I try to click on
Don't.
on a
Kirby
book.
will take it. He'll take that comic.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would. Yes, I would also take them. What else do we have? Look, they're selling a blank here for Batman number 13 blank for anybody, I guess, who wants. Now, Batman number 13, that must have come out in early.
Wow, that means they're dropping Batman not just monthly, but they're doing like 3 weeks or something like that, every 3 weeks, maybe.
Unless these are Batmans from the last run, volume 3 or 2, whatever it was.
Oh, okay. I thought you were looking at the new.
But these are coming out for 2025 New York Comic Con, so that's part of the Taylor run.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. That's crazy. Anyway, they're going that far back. That makes me I don't know why you would pick that one. Got some Godzilla for Godzilla fans out there.
Nice.
Noel came back today. Where's my Venom comic? You know what? I just realized I'm missing a comic.
What?
Yeah, Venom came out today. There's a cover with Noel on it, and I thought I had it, but I don't see it in my book.
What the freak?
I know. Now I have to go back to the comic shop and be like, you forgot my comic. See here, right here is issue 250. That's half Venom, half Null. That's not the issue that came out this week, but I am missing my Venom book. Unless
Are they going back to legacy numbering?
Yeah, at least for this one, because it is the it's 250, so it's an anniversary issue.
Yeah.
So they had been, numbering it normally until this one. They were like, "Oh, legacy issue 250." So
I do like when they keep the legacy numbering underneath the main numbers.
right.
That's a big help. But sometimes they don't do that. Suddenly they stop doing it.
Yeah. What else? They got a reprint of the Amazing Spider-Man #1. I do like. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I want the legacy numbering, but I also want the regular numbering to know where I'm at in that volume.
Yeah, but when you put them in your boxes, you could, make sure that they're sequential.
Exactly. They got the monsters, Frankenstein, Universal Monsters.
Nice.
So,
I like that. I like that Slayer character there. What I like about the Monsters series is definitely art #1 and those colors and everything, but the way the story unfolds is very intriguing. It's suspenseful, It leaves a lot to the imagination, so you got to pay attention to it. It's fun.
it is. They have a new Something is Killing Children. I think this is a one shot. This is Something is Killing the Children. A monster hunter walks into a bar. That is the title of the comic.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a joke.
Yeah. So yeah, they have a one of these variant covers, if you will, limited to 300 copies. I bet that will probably sell out on day one. The Comic Mint, right here, they their booth always astounds me because I will go into Comic-Con, there won't be any lines, and then the doors open.
Yeah.
I usually have a pro pass, so I'm in like a minute before everybody else, maybe 2 minutes before everybody else. They let the pros in just a little bit earlier, and it's been less and less time each year. So every year the doors open, and then there's like, the first 10 minutes or 20 minutes is pretty chill. It's because it's a Thursday.
Yeah.
And like trying to figure out what to do. And then there's this one line that always forms in the center of the con floor. And every year it gets me. And I get rickrolled every year because I'm like, what is this line? And I walk up to people and I'm like, what's the line? And every year it's the same answer. The Comic Mint. And I'm like, what is it about the Comic Mint that creates these huge lines? But they have all these covers, I guess, that people just love. You know what it is they actually go for quality.
Yeah.
And they also bring in a good stable of artists to sign their books. So they do a cover, for most of the covers they'll have an artist there who can sign the book as well. And they do quality covers. It's not like some of these other booths that do all like lady covers and they rely on the sexuality,
Right.
or they do like gory covers, or there's some gimmick, or go find this empty pizza box and bring it back and get a free comic. No, they just worry about the actual quality of the cover, and they bag and board all the books. And like I've never gotten like a bad copy of a book. Like if a book is bent, or something, they don't try to sell it. They throw it out. So
Nice.
I think the Comic Mint because of that, but I still don't understand why with Marvel and DC and all these giveaways they have there and celebrities and everything, that the Comic Mint somehow has the longest line day one of the convention. It dumbfounds me. And I'm always in early enough that I can get on that line, like, within like the first 10, 20 people.
Yeah.
And I never do it. And I'm always like, and every year it happens because I just doesn't register. And
It's
I go,
not
you know
your
what?
priority.
Yeah, it's not a priority. And I'm like, you know what? If I want something from there, I'll get it later. And then I turn around. I'm like, there is no later. That line is going to go out.
Yeah. You got to tie a little string around your finger. Remember to do that. Go there first.
Yeah, I would be interested in getting the Something Is Killing the Children.
Yeah, dude.
That one.
You have that whole series, right?
Yeah. So the more covers I can get from that series, the more I would enjoy it. What do we got? Pop Kill. That's been pretty popular with people. G.I. Joe. DC KO. KO is supposed to be a big series. It's going to be a big event. Another reprint of the Batman series.
They just did that not too long ago.
Yeah, this one has it looks like it's Damian Wayne on the cover.
Oh, okay.
So let me see if I can make it bigger without. Yeah. So.
Okay. It's a different cover.
Yeah, that looks
so
like
people
Damian.
will pick that up.
Right. What else? You got this Jim Lee pencil of Action Comics #1. And then you got the reprint of Action Comics #1. It's a foil. That one says foil. Let's see, Starship Godzilla. I don't know what that book's about, but I saw it in stores today, and it looks like Godzilla. It's like an actual spaceship in the shape of Godzilla. So it might be some like mech kind of thing.
Huh.
Yeah. What else? We got some TMNT, Tales of TMNT #1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These are always interesting, like Addiction to Touch #1. No idea what that is. It's a metal cover Go, it says here $100 or whatever. Also available in metal. Right. So they have like a,
Wow.
but the the indie books that come out at the cons are sometimes worth at least going to talk to the people to see what their comics about. So
Yeah.
you find a lot of newer stuff there. There's a bunch of Venom 250 covers. Oh, the Silver Skater. Matt Groening, Fame. Okay. Fame does this thing where they because they call them biographies,
Yeah.
they get away with using, and I mean they have artists who do the artwork, but they get away with like these licensed products. They sell their own comics with like that was the Simpsons, or they'll have a Black Panther on one of them, or they'll have Green Lantern on one of them, but they pose or they compose the comic as like a biography, and I guess that's how they can get away with it, because it's like we're just literally talking about the person. I guess the rules are different when it's not, you're not taking the intellectual property to create something of your own. You're just saying, hey, this is what this guy did, and here's this really here's this artwork.
Huh.
Something is Killing the Children number 44 from Boom. That one looks cool.
Yeah, dude.
In foil without title, available also in foil. These covers, Department of Truth Zero, these Akira homage covers usually go really quickly. But this one doesn't have the motorcycle, it's got a car. So I don't know how that's going to change it. Most of them have at least the motorcycle here. Even if it's like a bat cycle or something, it's usually not a car.
Right.
But we'll see. Because last year they had a Batman one, Absolute Batman number 1, with the Akira homage cover, and that one sold out. Now this one I think might actually sell, because this is Department of Truth, but it's the JFK, but it's like Akira homage with JFK.
Oh, cool.
I mean that is a pretty gory cover there with JFK's head not all together, but
Yeah.
and then we're on the last page, so we'll finish this off and then we're out of here. Batman number 1, Catwoman. These covers have already come out, especially the Catwoman and the Wonder Woman. Those are Jenny Frison covers. They've already been done, so this is reused artwork. I think the only difference is that they're Virgin covers, maybe with just the DC logo as opposed to being trade covers. Those covers have already been done. Got Harley Quinn and Elvira, so DC's just kind of they're just doing all the mashups. Spider-Man Noir came out today too. I didn't buy it, but that is there are a lot of Spider-Man Noir fans out there. So
yeah, I have the first two. I think I have both A and B of both A and B covers of both series. The Spider Noir and Eyes Without a Face.
yeah. I have some Spider-Man Noir books somewhere. Gotta find them. But the books usually, like the number 1s, tend to sell for way over cover price too. So it's a very popular character. Transformers number 25, by the way, is the first issue that Robert Kirkman is taking over Transformers on.
Wow.
So yeah, I think it's Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora are
Wow.
Transformers, starting with issue 25.
Is Dan Morris still doing Justice League and the other stuff?
Yeah, I just read catching up on my Justice League books. He was doing Justice League. He's doing World's Finest.
He's still doing World's Finest. So.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? Once Transformers starts up, it'll change. But the last issues I've seen of both of them, Dan Mora was still on him.
He's so awesome, isn't he?
Dan Mora, yeah, and he does so much work because
Yeah.
he does covers and interiors, and not a lot of artists do that. Like a lot of people, once they start getting cover work, don't do interiors. So like a guy like Jorge Jimenez could also probably just do covers if he wanted to, but
Yeah.
he's also doing interiors, which is
Well, they still have the itch to do them, so
right.
After
Absolutely.
years and years, they could start doing covers and stuff.
True. Yeah. And you know what? Some of the older guys, I can understand when they just get to doing covers.
Yeah.
Like Mark Bagley barely does interiors. He still does them every once in a while, but he tends to do like variant covers these days.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, Absolute Batman number 13. That's the first appearance of the Absolute Catwoman. She's made a cameo, but that'll be her first appearance in a Batman book. So, and apparently this is Mark Brooks' own booth that has it, and you can get it signed for $65 just by him, or signed by him and Scott Snyder for $80. That's quite a pretty penny for
Dude.
book. But I think it's an exclusive. I think it's just he's the only one who's selling it. So cool. Do you, Brooks? Who knows?
Right.
How much? Oh, John Bernthal was supposed. This is a Fame book, by the way. But John Bernthal was supposed to be at New York Comic Con, but I believe he's canceled. So I know there's some people probably sad about that. Casey Jones for you Turtle fans. We got Battle Beast. Battle Beast has also been pretty popular with people. We got
It's pretty violent, right? The Battle Beast.
Oh, Battle Beast is blood and gore all over it. I've only read the first 3 issues. I think they're on issue 5 or 6. But yeah, it's just he's just eviscerating somebody like every other panel. Look, Rob Liefeld is bringing Youngblood #1 to New York Comic Con. This one's available at robliefeldcreations.com. This is an in-person pickup at New York Comic Con. Purchase includes signature by Rob Liefeld. That seems to be going for $40, which is actually pretty cheap for Rob Liefeld. Liefeld charges somewhere in the $40 to $50 range for his signature, and that's before you get a book. So you're getting the book with the autograph. Yeah, I think he charges upwards of $200 for. He does like a rainbow autograph.
Wow.
Yeah, where he like changes the color along the way. There's another artist that does that too. I forget who it is, but I think that guy did it first, and then I think Rob Liefeld kind of was like, I'll do that. Yeah, a bunch of Transformers 25s. There's another Venom 250 and another Transformers number 25. So those are all the books so far that are listed that are coming out at New York Comic Con.
Nice, dude. You should have a blast.
Yeah, I should. I don't think I'm going to get a lot of these covers, but I'm definitely probably going to get some of the Something Has Come, the children ones. Those really interest me. So we'll see.
Dude.
All right. I think I've held you hostage long enough. I'm gonna let you get out of here. What's today? Today's Wednesday. I should be dropping my comic haul and review video on Friday. I will be doing more of the Spider-Man cards in short versions, and I'm planning on doing a Comic Tom mystery mail call. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna be opening up one of these. It's been a while since I've done one, so we're gonna open up.
Cool.
This one feels pretty thick, honestly. It's heavier than the ones I usually get, so I think there's a bonus book in here.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it. I did actually get some people like actually message me, and they're like, "Why do you still do that? It's like a waste of money, whatever." And I was like, "Hey, man, one, I enjoy it."
Yeah.
And I was like, so, if you enjoy something, why stop? And when it becomes unenjoyable, I'll stop doing it. And two, I feel like the reason a lot of these people know that the books are in there aren't that great is because I'm doing a public service. I am opening them up and I'm showing you what's in them. So you don't have to do it, Yeah. So
you're doing it so they don't have to. Yeah.
Exactly. But like I said, I honestly, I do enjoy sometimes pulling the covers out of there in the books. So You do get some like usual now. They've been sending some 80s and 90s goodness, so you get like $2. Nothing like spectacular. I've gotten a couple of $10 books out of it, but you know they're not sending me like any Hulk 181s or anything like that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, if it's something you enjoy, why not? And then they do send like little art prints, and I've been kind of, I don't want to say regifting, but yes, I've been putting them in. Like when I send a package to somebody, I take that art print and I put it in the package and
Cool,
I mail
dude.
it up. So
That's cool.
yeah, and don't forget next week, guys, we have Monday Night Raw Books, the flagship show of
Duck race galore.
and that's what's happening on the next on Monday. We'll have the duck race.
Nice.
So
Instead of the duck spin.
it'll be a duck race. We will probably discuss some more New York Comic Con. I'm sure this list will grow as more people drop their books. So I'll definitely talk more about panels and stuff that I'm going to attend at New York Comic Con on Monday.
Cool.
So that'll be a good show for me anyway, because it'll help me to kind of piece together what I'm doing for the show. I actually put together a spreadsheet, and so I do, and I save it to Google Sheets, and I access it during the con. It's got times, so like when I look at my watch and I go, oh, it's 10:45. What's happening next? I could look at it and you're like, oh, there's an autograph signing. You know, Mark Bagley's signing at his table at 11:30. Let's head that way. So, Dagger, I won't miss this Monday. That's right. Nobody misses. And maybe I will do, I'm thinking about it now. The wheels are churning. Maybe I will do a video of me bringing this to the Skybound booth and be like, hey, what's up with this?
And opening it, then watch it work.
Yeah. Be like, hey, can you sign this on the inside when they open it? And they're like,
yeah, that works. I know. Wouldn't that be awesome?
You're like, come on, man. This thing was busted. So yeah, it was what it was. But all right, comic fans, we're out of here. We're gonna get going. A little dancy. Peace, deuces, right? Peace. We're out of here, guys. Thank you for joining us. You got any final words?
No, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go run and get some food in me.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. See you guys later.
Yeah, awesome.